Hi, Virgo. I started talking and you weren't there. I forgot to press record. So, hi, how are you? This is your Y reading for August 5th through September 4th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the link for the Recommend a Reader shout out, which goes to Little Light of Mind. Love that name. Much love and support to her, and hopefully you get a chance to check her out, show her some love and support if you can, if you like what she has to say. This is intended for a romantic love reading, but it could resonate in other areas of your life, such as friends, family, job, career, even money. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, Magician, Six of Pentacles, Hermit, Nine of Cups, Two of Wands, Page of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. So we've got somebody that has a new awareness of something. Oh, also, before this, the Death card jumped. So that could be Scorpio. This could be Virgo. Did I say all that? I think I did. And this could be Aries, Virgo, or Gemini. But the Death card jumped, and that's all about going through something, going through a change, and learning from it, coming out different the other side. So it always reminds me of a Saturn return, because it can be pretty painful, because it's kind of getting rid of things that don't serve you. At least the Saturn return is, and you know, you're kind of dry heaving in the corner when you're done, depending on mine was not easy. Mine was not fun. Oh god, that was a bad 4 years, but it solved I mean, you come out of it better for it, but it's not easy. So this person, you have the Death card, Virgo, coming up, and it could be dealing with a Scorpio, but it's all about this new awareness. We got 2 9s, so that's kind of doubling down on that, about kind of having a newfound awareness about something, or coming to an understanding about something, and needing to make some changes, or just realizing what needs to be done, having an awareness. And then we've got 2 pages, which things are kind of in flux. There might be some, just some things aren't quite settled, not sure what to do or how to handle something, got some decisions to make, that sort of thing. All right, so what's this Magician about for Virgo? What's this Magician about for Virgo? 9 of Wands. Okay. What's this Hermit about? 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so we're lots of 9s here. What's this 6 of Pentacles about? What's this Page of Wands about? What's this 9 of Cups about? Sorry, it's this 9 of Cups. Okay. This could be someone that there's distance involved with. And I don't know, I think if it's not physical distance, it could be emotional distance. It could be someone that you don't feel like you were connecting emotionally, or that even though there was big love, there was little involvement, little commitment, little effort, little something. It was misguided. It could have been just a really passionate interaction or interlude in hindsight or retrospect. This is someone that it feels like they're kind of tired of either the control and the manipulation, or they are tired of having to try and figure out how to make this work. What did I do now? What do you want me to do now? That sort of thing. And this is someone, for the Virgos that I'm reading for, this is someone that your partner, your person, is probably pulled back and withdrew because either they felt like they weren't good enough, they weren't able to meet your demands, or they're like, you know what, at some point this is about me and my self-esteem. I don't want to feel like I'm being controlled or manipulated. Like, I have to stand my ground. I have to do this. I have to kind of pull back in the name of self-respect. And while they might want to show up again for this to work, they they still need to think about it some more. They still feel like they need to think about how and why and what's going on. Whatever your interaction was has kind of rattled them, because it's like, enough's enough. Like, I want this to work, but don't manage me. And I feel like they're withdrawn because they, God, see, it's like, on the one hand, they feel like they can't meet demands, or that they're not good enough. So that might be some insecurity on their part. But at the same time, they feel like they've been doing a lot and it's not good enough, or like, how am I going to make this work? And I just rather be by myself. I mean, it's on the one hand, it's like, is it that you two have the same opinions of each other? Like, well, you're asking too much of me. Well, you're not doing enough. Well, you're asking too much of me and you're not doing, all right. So there's this desire, but perhaps there's some big expectations and immaturity, and there's not reciprocity. It wasn't an equal give and take. It was about someone kind of being selfish and controlling, and not really. This is for them, Virgo. This is what I'm saying. This is from their point of view, that they just felt like it was all about what could be done for them and their needs. And wait a minute. It was all about what could be done for you and your needs. Interesting. Okay, so this is someone that feels like you, Virgo, they're feeling like they needed to withdraw because they couldn't keep up with the demands and requests being made of them, and that there was kind of this fickle, immature energy when it came to the connection, and that it was all about these ever-changing and growing needs, and that this is again coming from them, they feel that you were rather selfish and independent and kind of took care of your own needs and did what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. That you probably were able to just on a whim go off and do this or go do that. There might have been some faithfulness issues, like if there was cheating involved or whatnot, but this is just someone that felt like you were all out for self. I'm not calling anybody out here. I'm just saying the way this reading is going, this person is laying a lot at your feet, saying there was not a lot of give and take. There was a lot of control, and someone was petty and immature and very selfish, and kind of, was very controlling. And this person, God, I'm getting tripped up with the juxtaposition here. Yeah, no, they weren't getting their needs met. They weren't. This was a control thing, and they felt shut out, and they felt like it was all for you. What's this Two of Wands? Yeah. So we got the Nine of Swords with the Two of Wands here. We got some decisions to make. They're not all the way mentally left yet. They have just felt like they need to pull back out of self-respect at this point, and some self-efficacy, and feeling like they needed to kind of feel like they could still take care of themselves and their life, because I think they might feel a bit drawn from, or like there were a lot of demands made on them. And not just that they couldn't fulfill it, but that it was asking too much of them, to the point where they had to kind of start to question their values, question their self-worth. It was to the point where it was asking of them, in their mind, that gave too much away, that left them in deficit as far as like self-esteem or self-value, self-worth. So it wasn't that it was like, hey, I need you to pick me up here and I need you to drive me there and I need you to give me this and do this for me. It wasn't situational where it was like, hey, help me get through the situation. This is someone that feels like the demands made in the relationship were at their expense of self-worth and self-esteem. And they felt like they gave a lot and they weren't getting it back. And that it was all about what made you happy, when and where you wanted your happiness. We got the Knight of Swords here. So this is someone that's very independent and very rogue and does whatever it takes to be happy in any given situation. And that kind of explains how they feel about you. And so, okay, because of this, I feel like this is in limbo. This information is dawning on them. They're kind of coming to some awareness and some realizations about things. And I feel like they're feeling like, okay, I got some decisions to make. I've got to figure out what I want to do. They're not all the way left yet. They're not all the way out. They're still very much thinking about you, but I don't know if it's for reconciliation or just in terms as like still thinking about it because they're still processing a lot and they're like, well, I don't want that, so I'm going to go here. Like they're weighing their options right now, but it's weighing pretty heavily on their minds. We got Two of Wands and the Nine of Swords here. Oh, I thought someone was knocking on my door. It's my it's activity outside the door. Okay, so yeah, this is just someone feeling like they need to make some decisions now, that they're aware of a few things and things are in flux for them. They don't know which decision to make. They don't know what to do. They might even be keeping this largely unto themselves. They might not even be talking to anybody about it. This is Ten of Pentacles about. Three of Wands. Okay. So I don't know who needs to hear this. There's that meme that's trending or whatnot. Whoever needs to hear this, your lights are left on, right? But this is about, we got some pentacles here. And the takeaway is that somebody was looking for someone else to provide that security. And someone was, I think your person is still hoping that you'll come back and provide that security for them. I think they're still, as much as they're blaming you for the deficit in their self-worth right now, or that there was a lot of demands that they couldn't fill. Maybe this is just them feeling insecure and they ended it because of that, or they pulled back and withdrawn. Maybe they haven't ended it yet because I still feel like they're there, but they've kind of withdrawn and they're rethinking things because they're like, I don't know if I can do this. And maybe they're just insecure and it has nothing to do with the way they view your treatment of them. But it looks like someone's still waiting for you to make things right. It also is about, perhaps this is not the connection for you, Virgo, just because there's distance involved, or you're not the only one in the running. And I don't know how that translates from feeling very insecure with you and feeling like they can't meet your demands to there being other options available for them. But okay. Hold on a minute. What else for Virgo? What would Virgo's person say to them? You've been in my dreams. Well, yeah, because they're trying to figure things out. I don't think that's in the romantic sense. I mean, this is the nightmare and insomnia card. I'm not being sassy, but this is the can't sleep card. And when I do sleep, it's fitful. It's not happy dreams. So this is someone that they're really trying to process what the heck's going on here. And this could be that basically for you two in this situation, there's a disconnect here. You two aren't on the same page. We got 2 pages here, and you both could have the same opinion of each other as far as, they're just too immature for my needs of stability and connection, or whatever they're asking, I don't want to deal with that. And so you need to explore other options. I don't think you and this person are on the same page. And for your person as well, you two right now cannot be together. It is not about you two as a couple. You two have two different interests. This person needs to sort out some realizations they're coming to, and you need to keep on keeping on about your happiness, because according to this Virgo, they are saying you're not in the frame of mind to be coupled. You're more about your own needs and what you want. And we got the 10 of Pentacles and the 3 of Wands here, and the 6 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles here. So this is all about needing to kind of separate and go do your own thing. And the connection is not serving either of you as far as self-esteem, as far as making each other a better person, as far as being good partners to each other. This is about needing to disconnect so that balance can be restored, so that you can feel good about yourself again, so that you can re-engage in life and do things, specifically the other person. Sorry, cross-watchers. But Virgo, I don't think you're going to have a problem disconnecting. I feel like the other person, though, I feel like they need to look elsewhere because you're not the person they need. They are blaming you for a lot, and that's not a slam. It just is. It's all over the place here. They're blaming you for feeling less than, or like they're not a good person or not a good partner. They're not good enough. They blame you for that for whatever reason. Maybe you are a schmuck. Maybe you are just this big old jerk that's just like a manipulative a-hole, Virgo, okay? But whether that's true or not, this person feels like they had to leave because their self-respect and self-worth was at stake. And if that's the case, then rightly so, they should be gone. Nobody should be with anybody if they feel that way. So I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying if you're wondering why, that's why. They're still really processing all that they think they have learned in this relationship. And self-worth and self-esteem is at the forefront. And how it made them feel. And was this a one-sided relationship? Was it all about someone's happiness and not my own? Was there equal give and take? Next time in this relationship, this is the card of next time. Next time, I'm going to be looking for stability. Not for someone who's got that swagger something something and can give me superficial love messages, or, talk dirty to me, or, all the superficial stuff, the small stuff. I'm going to look for stability next time. I'm not going to look for all the stuff that's just situational and going to make me happy. That's what this person is saying. So that's why I said, okay, you two do not need to be together right now, because this is somebody that they're laying a lot at your feet, and yet it still feels like they're hoping. And I know that's weird because I just felt like I gave a lecture, but it still feels like they're hoping that you can come back and restore. There's still that wish that you can come back and be the person they want you to be. Because understand that I think in realizing that their self-esteem took a hit, they're still hoping that you might be able to come back and restore that self-esteem, because they still see, they don't understand that what they're trying to recover is that piece of themselves that they gave away, but they see that piece as connected to you, so they're hoping that you'll come back. But the two are separate. They can fill that void or whatever that deficit is without you returning. It just doesn't appear that way to them, but they don't need you to come back and do it. So if they're still kind of not left yet, and they're kind of doing this dance, and there might be some pettiness and this, texting or arguing over text, or just that, it's because they want back what they gave you. They want that part of themselves back that they gave away, in thinking that this was a united partnership, and then coming to this realization that no, you were just out for your own gain in their mind. So just know that that's what's going on for them, and they're trying to work all this out. Yeah, okay. Hopefully that offers some awareness, because this is somebody that's really struggling with it, and they're not all the way left yet. They're still in it. They haven't left yet. You might be fighting, you might be, but they might have withdrawn, but there's not an ending yet. But they need to be by themselves to, they're not going to get what they need from you, because they see it as you not giving enough and being controlling. So why should they be with you? But they're going to want you to restore that. Okay, round and round we go. Round and round we go. Shutting up. All right. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? Again with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, this you've been here before with this person. You two are not on solid ground right now. So very understandably so. This is about, both of you standing your ground, and I don't think this is about a second chance though. I think this is maybe your person feeling like, okay, I'm older and wiser now. I'm understanding. Remember that, what was it, disquiet in the beginning, and there was like some realizations, and someone was going to be coming to some awareness. You too, obviously. But for your person, I think they're mad, and they're going to be, again, laying everything at your feet because of primarily their concern with their self-esteem because of the way they were treated in a relationship with you. And so they're going to be like, oh, I'm mad as hell, and I got some stuff to say, and I want this back, and I want you to acknowledge this and whatever. And however that plays out for you, okay. But just know that this is about reclaiming what they felt like they gave away. They're mad. I think at the end of the day, they still care and they still love you, but they feel like they were treated unfairly, and they want recompense for that. It's complicated, isn't it? It's very complicated. All right, Virgo. What else for Virgo? What else for Virgo? And it could also be that this is someone that just realized they wanted something a lot more than you did, and their feelings are hurt. In a very simple, explanation, in one sentence explanation, that could be it. Very simply put. It's never that easy though, is it? But I feel like I was struggling to find the words before, so that, yeah. That's for Virgo. And I didn't do the little deck. Right? Well, yeah. Okay. No, because that. Okay, so someone's come to some awareness, and this is someone that cut things off and got the hell out of Dodge post haste. But here they come back again, wanting to. So this is someone that's kind of all over the place and is looking to, as they're figuring things out, they're looking to kind of reclaim that part of themselves they gave away. And I know I keep saying that, but that's what it's about. This is about self-worth and feeling ashamed and insecure and trying to restore that, find balance, figuring things out and going, hey, wait a second, and being mad and feeling like they need to come back to you to get this and that, when really it's like, okay, lesson, it needs to be, instead of coming back and this is about, all right, lesson learned, I'm stronger and wiser for it, not going to make those mistakes again. But so I think part of it is misguided. If there's drama, it's because they're really wanting recompense. They're wanting things restored. They're wanting things restored, and they're waiting for you to do it, and that's misguided. Nobody can do that for anybody. All right, so yeah, the better thing to do would be to just have things ended and cut off. No communication at this point, because this person really needs to process a little bit more, and this is about movement away and staying away from each other, because it's just kind of petty, vindictive bickering at this point. This is for the Virgos I'm reading for. It's not. Doesn't mean that that's everybody's situation, because this turned out to be pretty intense. What else for Virgo? What's for Virgo? These two, interesting. Air and permanence, which is kind of right here, the air, the Ace of Swords, which is, again, cutting things off. Again, someone coming to realization, some of their own truth, epiphanies, that sort of thing, awareness, clarity, but also cutting things off, deciding definitively, new start, out with the old, in with the new, and then permanence. So we got permanence right here, too, with the Ten of Pentacles. So this is someone that needs a new start, needs to make some new decisions about their future permanence, about their future stability, about their future security issues and stability in relationships. This is someone that's probably got, because of what they've gone through, they've got a new mindset and what they want, and new decisions, and how they're going to this and that for the future, and what they're going to want for stability and security and permanence. But Now is not the time to discuss that with you. You two need to, just saying. So if you're wondering what the heck's going on with that person and why this and why did they keep that, it's because they're really going round and round with this and trying to figure things out, and they've got a lot of awareness that they're working with. If epiphanies are happening, realizations that they're trying to understand, and they're kind of looking for you to restore some things, but that would be misguided. Just saying. Okay. You know what, Virgo, honestly, good luck to you. I feel bad for your person because I feel like they don't get it yet. And whether what they say you did or didn't do is true or not, it's their feelings are hurt and they're really struggling with it. So I hope you both are able to see your way through this, honestly, and I hope you have a good August despite this. But I thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you in the next reading, and good luck to you and your person. Okay, take care.